Now as a youth I had the habit of liking every single girl that gave me a glance. A smile would give me the indication of romance, and the day it would be drama for the rest of the class. Secret letters being passed between gossiping ducks. All they do is quack amongst themselves about the high school guys that they got. When is Ayentee gonna get a shot? Tough luck, kid, you are mature enough. You're too short, not buff, plus you don't look good enough. Damn. Well, I got a winning personality, but girls avoid that shit like it contains fat calories. Salary was non-existent, not even a concept, so girls passed me by. In my early years, that was my first step in what I call a bad childhood. Even though I had a supporting family, I was so misunderstood, so I tucked it all deep into my brain to save for later. And now when I get a girlfriend, I always seem to end up hating her. Why do I let life get to me? I should be enjoying it, and I do, but when I get close to a female, they end up spoiling shit like I was a case of bad eggs. So I avoid them like the plague in this world of heartbreaks, hopes, and dreams. Why can't we live together in reality like it seems? Why must I strive for perfection just to find myself a queen? I take life one step at a time, provide a little something to keep my belly on full at all times. So I should be happy, but I'm not. I don't understand it. Why is life leaving me feeling so stranded? I guess it's just a question of what makes you happy in life. Now you can ask me if I'm happy, and I'll reply, never been better. But you can tell by my eyes that I'm not. I don't know how I got myself into this, so bitter about my past to the point that it's ridiculous. I fiddle with my music, abuseful like a truant. I can't commit to shit, so I guess you say I blew it. Don't meditate like I used to, eat meat like it was tofu. I like to drink and act a fool, wake up looking all ran through. I stand to the anthem, though I don't respect the country. And even though life is complete, I show no signs of urgency. And when emergency calls, I don't reply. I hope I can grow out of it before I wither and die like a tree in the fall. Yeah, I'm taking my fall, but maybe it wasn't meant for me. Maybe life just ain't my call. Yeah, I'd like to try it all, but I'm not really sure when. I drink myself to sleep. Ayentee used to be the Puritan, and now it's just Ayentee the alcoholic. I try to stop it, but it doesn't let me go. You see, it's in the chromosomes. I'm a lifers. Come hypers when my friends like it Titus over beats that I'm making the same day. Take it for granted, only way that I plan to get in the circle, no one knows me. Come out, no one still knows me, homie. Ayentee rips only the good stuff, leave the junk for the fools who want beef for the truck. I gotta go play the spirit with Dayton's in a shift kit. I shift quick to rip fat bitch ass, flip fast and gymnast. My NPC is like my parallel bars, more extreme. I'm a night sky and it's my stars, empty without it. Shout it till my vocal cords give out, it's the same shit that you hear. I doubt it, my head is crowded, too many thoughts and voices. Man, explain your shit, it's not that fresh, but man, I know it is. Blow it up in my head when I make a beat, put it down, pick it up a week later, then drop my own shit, play it out, get tired of it, shove it to the side, let it ride for another week, then give it another try. Write one verse to it, quit, fucking give it to a fellow MC. Maybe you'll have better luck with it, but I'm stuck with it, cause no one wants this shit. Throw it in the archives, lost platinum hits. You gotta dig if you wanna live. Your longevity is everything you bring to the table, dig. A vinyl archaeologist, a blind mouse looking for my rap pack. It's time to saddle up, take off that backpack, I'm bringing rap back. The moves I make are similar to a turntable, not able to make progress until I do that 360 over and over. And it's obvious, I live in the groove. But you're more like a cassette, linear thinker. One line, time movement is your only asset. Not to mention you got a little his low quality audio, confined to a forward motion, one speed to keep your tempo. Well, I'm free to go where I please, land on a run called a baseline, or skip to the middle of a lick. Everybody loves the sunshine. Here's a little question for all the kiddies in the crowd. If your favorite artist for 12 years did a Sprite commercial, would you be proud? I accept guidance from the Muse and fuse my intuition with it. I know it's not my doing, while other people insist they're gifted. And the shit you see on BET and MTV is not the world's best, cause in reality only 10% of all music's really fresh. But 90% of music is sellable, cause people are gullible, not responsible, too predictable. That's why I say forget you all, I'm Ayentee. And some of the beats I make other shit, but I throw them with the rest, never recover my platinum hits. Ben Franklin's not my homie, money's not why I do it. I sold my last album for $1 and still didn't move 1,000 units. My name is Ayentee, I make beats and poetry, just a little different rhythmically from your average MC. Let's see, I make songs that don't take long to memorize, believe you mesmerize, let you see things from my eyes. I've always been counterclockwise to society. I stay quiet, see you don't hear me run my mouth. I'm too tired for that, I don't run rap, I'm just like you. I use the 4-track and put it to use only for a chosen few. Could that mean a crew? Or maybe someone like... I'm John Arbuckle. I'm here to make you chuckle at the same time, express my emptiness, no one to cuddle. Life is like a huddle, when you can't hear the quarterback, you start to play in the dark. Line up, I want my order back, only to have it for a second. I bet it goes away the next day. It's hard to listen to what people have to say. I wanna be happy, but I don't know the proper way. See, that's your problem, why don't you just relax and make a beat? A beat? How can I touch my NPC feeling defeat? I walk through life with my eyes fixed to the ground, looking for something that I've touched upon but still have not found. Age 21, still feel like a kid with a frown. Well, I can manipulate and manually get you straight if that'll make you great. I'll take it upon myself to initiate your therapy, cause Ayentee is more than just your average MC, and John is hopeless, stuck within a world that I create, waiting for something, watching as my life slowly dissipates, trying as hard as I can not to participate. Man, you need to take it easy on yourself. Nah, it's just my fate. I think we all do things that we regret. We all got a path to take. And it's apparent that you're not coming back again. No whispering, I love you this time. I see no glistening, just dissing them. I play my queen of spades one too many times and now it's time to leave. She found the tricks out, caught me red-handed, aces up my sleeve. And I'm sure if I would've stayed with her that very last time, instead of being hard-headed, I wouldn't be writing this rhyme. She couldn't even conceive the breakup, so I did the deed to proceed with my life. Or maybe it was just out of greed, I can't tell now. But somehow I'm the one that got the shaft after breaking up with my girl to get some ass. I let her pass, what a fool. Inconsiderate, incompetent, not passionate at all. I let lust be my downfall like an idiot. Pretty girl, a squirrel chasing nuts, and I was next. I didn't even have sex, just felt a chest, man, what a test. She was 5'2", a blind fool, couldn't see past the figure. The devil's work, now it hurts, but back then my ego was bigger. So I figured I could give a cutie time to be single and do my duty. Ended up playing myself and let it use me. It was one night, and now I have no girl to run back to. So I just rap to myself and run facts through my head instead of doing what I'm supposed to. I tried to get her back, realized she fell for someone else. Man, talk about heart attack, and it's a fact. It took 4 years to get over my burn, only to do the same to the next girl. It seems I just don't learn, and that's just dumb.
Thinking back, must have been the August sun that prevented me from seeing clearly. Some recede, igniting the rage, mixed with confusion, creating a lost flame, only to be doused out with alcohol, thus creating a deeper fall and burn. And I still had a lesson yet to be learned. Not everyone's gonna be there forever. Time doesn't always center around me. Shit, damn near never. Or maybe it's how it's supposed to be. Can't explain why I couldn't see. Now this woman, she was my all, first to embrace me on this earth. The time that she gave me would only increase in work, because my house became a theatrical act. The script for Pops was written, but the individual to read the lines lacked. So moms took the role, worked days and nights while at least they gave her soul. Made sure how I was raised, taught me good wisdom, sacrifice her last days, only to give love and receive it in return. And the love I felt seeped out in abundance, except for the occasion talk back and dumb shit that I tried to pull, but all that was past. Cause the smile she gave, eternities they could last, let alone a lifetime. And maybe it's why I couldn't believe cancer was diagnosed the third time. And like the first two, there was no cure. Nah, it wasn't happening, the doctors weren't sure. And it's strong as my grandmother was, deterioration process slowly began. Yo, we had made a pact, she was gonna be there to see me a man. Ironically, graduation day, she told the nurse now she could go. And sure enough, 2 months later, hospice assistant pulled me aside to let me know that most likely she wouldn't last through the night. Through it filled the lungs, she had lost the fight. Even more disbelief, while I started to get clouded. As the tears fell, I rerouted a path out of the house. Despite mom's yells and calls, I still went out. I needed escape, needed to drink away the pain. As it got late, mom's page to tell me to stop this roam. Family was over and she thought I would like me by her side at home. Yet I said everything would be okay. Nervously flat bones continue to drink and play. Within 10 minutes there was another page, this time with the 911 extension. As I felt the emotional tension, trying to act fine, I lost it all when I heard my mom crying on the other line. Lost of breath, breaking my fist on walls, I didn't care. She gave me everything, but for her last minutes I wasn't there. And that's done.
Years and a couple months before I hit the bottle. 151 got me sprung, not counting the taste that's awful, but my face got numb. Ambitions low, vision a little blurry, speech slurry. Thought process running slow, but I was happy. Slapped me on the back, we drank crappy wine. I think it was rotten, but at the time it tasted fine. I think I would take the whole thing back if I knew that it would lead me to the fact of life that's hard to learn. Addictions do fight back. Clayton knew it the very instant I ingested the Bacardi. He said, there goes Anthony's soul floating right out his body. I just shrugged it off, but I drank a lot after that, mate. 1 year out of high school on a very faded day. Even if you listen to my music, you can tell the difference. Compare a song like Pawns and a song like this, for instance. I'm all depressed now. Life is more like a test now. Not to digest all the liquor in the house, it's for the guests now. But I can't help it, I quit drinking more times than I quit school, and that's a lot. But it's hard when life is just so cruel, and I'm a fool for doing it in the first place. My head was clear, now it feels soberness on a daily basis. I used to meditate, I used to be able to concentrate. I stutter now, and sometimes I can't even think straight. In high school, I used to be the only sober student. I lost my purity, or maybe I just outgrew it. I don't know what my destiny holds. Folding my clothes, drunk in the laundromat, spitting off beat flows to hoes. I used to treat women like queens, my head is cloudy now. Maybe it's me, but I think that they're all out to get me now. I sneer at girls when I'm intoxicated, think back to girls I've dated betrayed by villains that I've already illustrated. Maybe it's time to kick this god-awful bad habit, but it seems like 3 days later, I'm right back at it. And I know it's gonna lead me to my death. Take my last breath, bust my liver, call the grave digger, but still I'm not a quitter, that's just dumb. Age 15, that's when I went to work for my dad. He took me in, shared with me everything that he had. See, I wanted to make beats even back then, so I took this job. Cause at home making tape deck loops and recording vibes was getting tiring. Aspiring to be more than a dream. 9th grade, everyone in school wanted to be an MC. Some looked up to me, but most of them didn't even know me. Shit, those first couple of years were pretty much lonely. My fans consisted of girls I read my raps to on the phone. They said things like, that was neat, or did you write that on your own? I was always creative, even in my gangster phase. Talking about busting caps lyrically in 200 different ways. Anyways, I turned 16 and hooked up with this crew. We had big plans, rapping over drum machine loops. I got inspired to play piano cause my friend had an M1. Learned some jazz chords from my uncle at first just for fun. Pretty soon, my boy bought a SO1 sampler. She passed 8-bit sound, but we still got down like amateurs. We got loops. It took a couple weeks to build technique, but after a while, it seemed like every beat was getting free. Throughout the gangster format to become more lyrical. By then, I had about $1,000 saved up, a miracle. My boy was getting ready to buy buy an ASR-10, so I was getting ready to buy all my equipment from him. I got the SO1, the drum machine, and the Atari. I still worked a lot, pro audio became a hobby. I bought controllers and modules, making beats for gangsta fools. I was almost out of school, and I didn't have a clue of what I wanted to be. So I said fuck SATs, and after graduation I just made music for G's. It was tight for crap, cause you could tell it had soul. I would get in my room and let the music take control, making 200 a song, but something wasn't good. I felt like I was holding my own equipment to the hood. So in 96 I finished Life Without Filters, and all the songs I made after that were mostly just filler. I waited 6 months for my cousin about to do the cover art. Shit was tight, but no one saw it cause my distribution didn't start. I waited since I was a little kid to do this and slacked off right in the midst of my progress. But I was having female dilemmas, so I put off my work to value my only treasure. Didn't make music for hella long, even so my gear plus the G's wouldn't leave me alone. I had it up to here, so I took a little break, a little over a year. In 1999 I got my equipment back. It took a long time to stack, and I put up with a lot of crap, but that's the kind of shit you do when you wanna rap. I pretend to live stress-free, but deep down inside I can't hide the worry that eats away at me. Every single day I think about my ex, and every day I think about who I'm gonna get my heart broke by next. And fuck just having sex, I did it for most of my life with little satisfaction. Most of the time, no orgasm, no kissing, no attraction, no one calling me back. Feel like I'm living my life in fractions, portions of my life. So I'm thinking last night, I don't even talk to my moms, and my desires mostly through sad movies and sitcoms. So what's the cost? I end up feeling lost. Feels like my only friends are Joey, Chandler, and Russ. And when my eyes start bleeding, I turn the fucking TV off. Now I'm stuck with my thoughts, and that's a dangerous thing. I can sit on the couch for 6 hours and just watch the ceiling. It won't move, I won't move, and then I get this strange feeling that if I go outside, there'll be no cars on the road, no people on the sidewalk, no one to hear me explode. The world is empty when you're empty. Take a knife to the blue light, don't tempt me. I'm too lonely to be friendly, I got envy. I see couples plenty looking contently. Every smile from a girl to another man's eyes feeds me jealousy, relishing in self-pity. Pity that I'm so petty. Pretty girls ain't ready to take this shitty, unsteady, heavy on life excuse for a perfect human. I keep my blood brewing, hoping little someone sees exactly what I'm doing. Screwing life up with every decision that I make. Break every heart that I touch, but still give more than I can take. I lay in bed, hoping that tomorrow will be special, a spectacle, something that I can treasure unmeasurable. But my optimism fails me. Without notice I get dissed, and people wonder why I'm such a fucking pessimist. It's my life, y'all. And now I'm building anger. I've always been peaceful, but people piss me off now. How did I go from feeling equal to letting every little tiny thing get to me? When I was younger, I didn't have one single enemy, and now I got plenty. I'm betting there's no ending to this feeling. I used to feel giving, but now I just don't give a shit. I'm building shields that I don't want, but it's not my choice to pick. I depict issues that don't really seem to fit. I always feel like I took a wrong turn in life, maybe in school or with friends, but something doesn't feel right. And I want to be there in the end, at least pretend we're still tight. But these days, all I want to seem to do is get in fights. I don't eat, I get too much sleep, wake up with headaches. I feel like my body's 100 pounds overweight. It's getting harder to relate to people who get out of bed. I might as well be dead, cause I fight with gravity just to stand straight. Great, you might as well call me John Arbuckle. It's getting to the point that my rejections are no longer subtle. So I say fuck you world, fuck you very much. the life that you fill me up with. You light a spliff and I digress from your warmth and wrap my hands round a bit. I take a hit. You rip through my soul and take control. I'm anything but on a roll when it comes to holding on to my spirit. I got a soul that yells in pain, can you hear it? I think you fear it when you get near it. Don't you know you could be one with my emptiness? It's your tenderness that makes me want you more but expect less. And a breeze from the gods. I know you think that I'm a fraud, but time is ticking, so I'm gonna make this hard for you to deal with. And really, I just want a friend in the end. Someone that I don't have to amend or mend the wounds, be consumed with your drama too soon. You're my music in the dark for which my ears are immune. I'm like a bit of blind man on the trade reading the paper upside down. That's how I feel when you're around. Too much attempted penetration and not enough infatuation leaves me in a very awkward situation. So for now, instead of trying to be my one and only, why don't you try to be my homie? Words and not enough feeling. I hope I can resort to giving and not have to start at the beginning like so many times. But your view on life is like mine. That's why I'd rather be alone than be on your mind. That's why I'd rather be alone than be on your mind. That's why I'd rather be alone. I feed you more drama than necessary. I'm not a very good boyfriend when it comes to it. Kinda scary, don't screw it up. Hope you don't spill it all when I tip the cup and let your emotions erupt. There's something about a midnight conversation that makes most people say, what the fuck? I'll spill the beans tonight. Show her that my heart is in the right place. And all I want from her is just a little tiny taste of being complete. But watch your mouth, man, be discreet and don't act on impulse. Those profound moments you think no one's around to hear the sound of you and her telling each other that you'll be down together forever. But you said that to hella girls in the past. So be honest and tell me how long you expect forever to last. This time, I'm only being honest. I told a girl I'd be with her forever, but I had to break that promise. And now you wanna feel secure with a word that I'm unsure what it really means, or what feelings really occur and which feelings I fabricate to put some food on my empty plate. Now this is how I relate. This is how I relate. This is how I relate. Too many words and not enough feeling. I hope I can resort to giving and not have to start at the beginning like so many times. But your view on life is like mine. That's why I'd rather hurt than be on your mind. Too many words and not enough feeling. I hope I can resort to giving and not have to start at the beginning like so many times. But your view on life is like mine. That's why I'd rather be alone than be on your mind. That's why I'd rather be alone than be on your mind. That's why I'd rather hurt than be on your mind. I got 5 miles left to hike, a mountain trail, beautiful, but is this where I'm supposed to be? The scenery is crucial, not to mention somewhat familiar. I know this isn't similar to anything I've seen, must have been a dream, but I don't remember a thing. I bring gifts from my land to light the night sky. I shuffle to the side to let a pair of horses ride by. A steed, too great to be mounted, running up this mountain, and I'm just about out of water when I come across this fountain. A sign directing me to this ritzy ass hotel. I know they'll be there and I'm late, but oh well, I'd rather show than tell. So I dwell along this trail, risking a fail, but I've done well with phone conversations and email. It's time to face a long-awaited destiny that's taken more than 2 years just to get next to me. I come up to a fork in the road that splits in 2 directions. To the left I see cliffs and canyons, to the right people with weapons. So I sit down and ponder my destination with concentration. I think I took a wrong turn. I know I gotta get away from this side of the mountain. They'll be looking for me before long. So I backtrack my steps and end up at this little pond. Beyond that, I see 3 ex-con escapees that notify me I have 3 seconds to relieve myself of all my money. Now with no wallet, I continue past the pond towards a log cabin where maybe I could get some food and a little nap. The lady told me, come in, I've been expecting you. I didn't know what to make of it, but she already prepared my food. She said, you have the journey of your life ahead of you. This mountain's enchanted with God's love running right through. I paused, should I trust her? My intuition was silent. She said, no need to worry, my dear, you're safe here, but outside is violent. She knew my mission, so I decided to stay and chat. She told me about the hotel and gave me a detailed map. She said, go now, before it's too late, and begin this journey for your date written in fate. A look at the map, and something funny occurred to me. I thought I had 5 miles to go, but apparently it's more like 30. So I hurried up the trail toward the fort, took a left, walked 2 miles. First cliff was a 100-foot drop. The start of my test, the map said the name of the canyon below is El Nino. I wondered what the significance was. Looked down, but I could see no signs of life, so I started my climb down. Man, I wasn't prepared to pay my dues. My pants was ripping, plus I was wearing my skater shoes. Bruised and cut, made it to the bottom and looked at the map. Almost lost it when I read the line that said I had to go back. I said, fuck that. I'm pressing on through all my intuition. Put my map away in my back pocket and kept on with my mission. The clouds parted in the sky to reveal the sun. Ain't that a bitch? I had no water, plus no hat. My only shade was a canyon wall with. The time was 12 o'clock. Wouldn't be any help at all, but still too tall for me to climb back out. Better try my luck at the waterfall. I could see about a half a mile away, so I headed east past a herd of sheep. When I heard a shepherd come up behind me, assisting me, came in peace. He told me I was going about the whole thing wrong, and the fork in the road was a path that I really should have kept on. But I was scared out there, plus I didn't know whether to go right or left. He said it didn't matter which way you went, they both were blessed. Now you must rest and gain back all your energy. You missed your chance this time, she left. You're your biggest enemy. All you need to learn is to trust your own instincts, but you don't listen, that's your lesson for today. Now go in peace. Maybe I should just quit rapping altogether. It seems like no one listens to me. I don't even think that I do. Why do I try to explain things that weren't meant to be? A frame of mind from what I really go through. Sometimes I sit back and listen to old dads and cassettes and reflect on what I felt when I was writing upset. I must have been 16, feeling like I do now. 5 years only changed me from how I perceive the world. Yet I still got the same emotions, different devotions, same roller coaster ride, time pushing me closer to the ocean. I swear if I find my river, I'll be happy just floating. Now the world sucked me in to a normal lifestyle, and it occurred to me I haven't seen nature for a while. Just buildings and freeways, MCs and DJs. No parties for me these days, just work, school, and beats. And what's the point of me working if I have no faith that life will grant me happiness? It's fake to say it's fate and I should wait. I want it now, I want it always, I want it forever, to never leave me and be there for me in my last days. You say that music is my love, but it's not. It's more like therapy, and besides losing temporarily, barely touching the surface. It's worthless to mumble words into a 4-track, but I keep doing it. Absurd. I go through each day hoping that it leaves a memory, and everyone I know is happy while I pretend to be. Life is a constant struggle over and over. Your only chance to slip away once you think you get closer. Now if you feel like life's a big kick in the ass, and you think too much upon future and past, you better wake up and smell the present, it won't last. Live in the here and now, cause life is going too fast. Now if you feel like life's a big kick in the ass, and you think too much upon future and past, you better wake up and smell the present, it won't last. Live in the here and now, cause life is going too fast. Now it takes a lot of energy to reflect on memory, past mistakes, bad breakups and fuck-ups. These are my specialties, but ideally I should be concentrating on the now. But how can I do that when my thoughts won't even allow me a vacation? Thinking about past while time is racing and death is chasing, my mind racing, reflecting, building up my frustration, plus a foundation of habit built for manifestation concerning ideas of this nation. I could meditate more, but I'm not sure I have the patience anymore. Just facing my future, not planning, just waiting, wasting away each day. Blatant, slap in the face when I open my eyes and realize I resume the chase. Getting closer every day to the end of this race, and it seems that these days death is double this pace. I hope when this is all done, I can live through my future son and watch the sun rise through his eyes. A price for being human, giving, consuming, living a constant curse, a merry-go-round without the merry. Only worse, cause we might not even get a rest when our energies disperse. Spend 8 years of life just to do it again? Now that hurts. My friends aren't the same, I know they go through pain. I see it in the eyes of people walking in the rain. I see it in the faces that the sun shines upon. I pray for a second, then I gotta carry on. My friends aren't the same, I know they go through pain. I see it in the eyes of people walking in the rain. I see it in the faces that the sun shines upon. I pray for a second, I pray for a second. I carry all my flows without a backpack. I straddle up and take off for a land that I can't backtrack. I look back to see fading memories of people that were there for me when I was feeling how they are now. Painfully, I tell them it'll be okay, just listen to the music. You can turn the volume up to 10 to fully use it. My friends, I must go now, a journey and a new vow. I'll take my final bow and leave you with the silent howl. The stars, the moon, the night, the whole thing is poetic. I know that it's pathetic to forget it, but it's something that I have to do, we all have to do. Friends from the crew to people I hardly knew, we all come to this overcrowded human zoo and never look past the bars of life that hold you. But I can hear the hurt and confusion of your love song. I can feel the tears that hit the ground I used to walk on. I can smell the flowers on the dirt over my head, and I can see you sleeping all alone in my bed. I hope that you don't leave the path that I led, cause my depression took me towards the land of the dead. One final kiss from you before I close my eyes. One final pound from you before I close my eyes. One last hug from you before my casket closes. One last look at you before you throw them roses. My friends aren't the same, I know they go through pain. I see it in the eyes of people walking in the rain. I see it in the faces that the sun shines upon. I pray for a second, but I gotta carry on. My friends aren't the same, I know they go through pain. I see it in the eyes of people walking in the rain. I see it in the faces that the sun shines upon. I pray for a second, I pray for a second. I see a light at the other side of the Astrodome. Many friends gather and wave me closer to my new home. Hey, I remember y'all, you saw me off when I departed to go to planet Earth, where my life first started. I told you I'd be back, right? But I'ma have to say, I'll see you later, cause my friends are crying for me today. I wanna watch my funeral, my mom said it would be beautiful. They told me don't go back, you'll regret it, but I'm already through. To the third dimension that I'm used to. Flowers on the lawn, family crying with my crew. I can't look though, so I turn around to prepare to go back, but the light was no longer there. No fair, I don't even know where I am, but if I had one guess, I'd say this was the land of the damned. You get to watch all the people pass to the other side when they die, and for a split second say goodbye, and then they go to a place that I never did. Who knows what I'm missing? Maybe you start again as a kid, or maybe it's just bliss sitting at the foot of God. But all I know is watching all your family die is hard. Man, I wanna walk through those pearly gates, cause I see my girlfriend going out on all these dates. She's out on the streets working for people she meets, selling her body for some food, hardly anything to eat. It's tearing me up, she was a virgin when we met. I guess you do whatever you can to pay the rent. One day she was sleeping with a guy she didn't know. She took off the chain that I gave her and became a total hoe. She died a few days later, no one found the corpse, but I saw it all, caught a glimpse of brutal force. She rose out of her body like I did and turned to me, but I couldn't do or say anything to keep her on earth with me. My friends aren't the same, I know they go through pain. I see it in the eyes of people walking in the rain. I see it in the faces that the sun shines upon. I'm a journalist, documentator, beat maker, internalist, suffocator plus innovator, a wordsmith. Shift through rhythmic patterns like a ghost to search the world for a host. This short white guy'll do. Adjusting to the 5'5" frame is the hardest part. Getting in the mind and body, it's more than just an art. It takes soul and control to break down what makes up this kid. Now let me look through his eyes and see exactly how he lives. Everything in black and white, very interesting. Plus the heat coming from his heart, that's almost blistering. Females look different too, they look like goddesses. I feel sorry for this kid, living in this hell of his. But he can't feel anything right now, so let me get down to biz. I have to set up a plan to help stage the final quiz. Get a job to make money, so I can buy this apparatus that lets me express in forms of rhythmic sound with a little practice at last. I know they won't listen unless I blast this crap, it's emotion that makes tears fall from the womb to the casket. Now I'm communicating the fastest and the most accurate. In this primitive language, there's a benefit to be articulate. But shaping sound with physical modeling is most prominent, omnipotent. Once I make copies and trade them for profit, it's awful that these humans have to pay for my gospel. But I'll continue till my following has grown to be a crop full. I hook them in by the energy that I get from him. Depressed individual, loneliness is ritual. Pitiful beings give up before they start, no heart. Humans get a gift from us, and that's to manifest our art. I have no pride to hold me back. The advantage is to not being human, but some host bodies reject me and my ideas turn to ruin. My job is to help people express themselves, but it's funny, cause most people just use my guidance for money. That's when I abandon ship and watch them fall. I won't help if your crowd is booing you, no matter how much you stall. It's not that I don't care, but it's not my job. I'm here to provide humans with a touch of divineness on earth from God. Couple of facts, a gang of relax. An MPC and a 4-track is the formula for making songs. But to make dope songs requires help from the muse, and you can only get help from the muse on certain occasions. When you open your body's channels and energy flows into you through manifestations. In situations you find blatant misuse of the guidance, but in most cases your path comes from the highest places, from names without faces, and songs just write themselves in minutes, free of bullshits and gimmicks. Don't pat yourself on the back just yet, you might want to test your limits. Now rewrite what you just wrote, extracting quotes from your previous lyrics, and write it in third person and put it on tape so you can hear it. This is what your body hears when the muse taps into your spiritual ears. Sometimes they come and never return, sometimes they stay for years. Now the muse doesn't just help you write lyrics to a good song, they use you as a pawn. When playing an instrument, you play strong, you hardly go wrong. You play from beyond your natural state as a peon. You join the gods for a jam session, then just like that, they're gone. Fantastic words I choose swiftly. I'm the operator of machinery that moves quickly to dispel the evil in my rule. Consume my imagination and plummet to my doom. There's only one reason for living, in my opinion. Continuing this mission that I was given. Time for dismissing misconceptions of life that plague my progress. And opposition has no quarrel here, cause I'm learning about myself. And to me there's nothing else. Feel me for just a half a sec. The time it takes you to realize life is now and not later. It's later. Life is nothing but a speck of dust in the okay corral of the universe. We as MCs try to explain things through verse and add light to darkness. You see, I used to search for my path. Now maybe my path is searching for me. Or maybe I am the path as an MC. But that's no longer my concern, cause death waits for no man. Woman, disband your feelings now and form a master plan. A strategy to live life in beauty. See, it's my duty to dine and dance with my dark side. Final battle stance in a glance, cause the normal eye will be over and I'll be 6 feet. But for me it's an eternity before I reach defeat and speak my last words. A poem made for this special occasion. A situation I've looked forward to for a while. My hunter's coordination. No woman in my life could match the beauty of this day. And my life was lived in a certain way and perfectly fits together. And for once everything makes sense. And nothing has to do with future tense, cause my body gets tense, cause it doesn't want to rot away. But it's time for me to shed that skin. Nothing waiting for my consciousness out there. It all comes from within. As I blend with the sky and the stars and the sun as others given. I'm fighting the beast, the emanation taking over my sin and my pride. And every reaction or thought I've ever had. Every happy day or sad night, every time I've ever been mad. It's time to get rid of all that mental junk that I've collected and slip away into the tips of the universe in every direction and connect with God. Connect with. Ooh, that's God. Pay attention. Now I'm one for taking pain and using it in useful ways. I'm talking about life lessons, messages from above, like paying $50,000 for med school to find out you don't like blood and not having 2 rocks to rub, or having your face stuck in the mud. What would you do if you finished your album, then lost your only dub? What if you came home to your love and found it in the bathtub, cut your jet? You managed to get there a few seconds late to witness the final breath. I'm talking about those life struggles that you might call a test. See, I try to rise above while people next to me die from stress. This is my chorus. A reason why your dad left your mom. This is my chorus. A reason why your closest friend passed on. This is my chorus. A reason why you live as a pawn. It's life experience and understanding of it that helps you keep strong. I lay awake. Sometimes I won't go to sleep till 6 o'clock in bed with a headache, finding what I could do to keep my life straight. I go to work every day, but that don't make me happy. I go to school on occasion, but that don't make me happy. I mess around with girls from time to time, but that don't make me happy. I make beats and I make rhymes, but that don't make me happy. I feel numb from life's pains, like I'm a robot with a pencil. Gentleman without feelings, live my life too sentimental. I've been through love, hate, death rate of my friends relate to my inner struggle as a man. Intense, I'll tempt my own fate. I hold myself accountable for the amount of damage that I'm bound to pull. It takes its toll upon my soul. Eventually, the sword gets dull and the edges chip away, and it no longer cuts. Just sits there on display in dismay. A young sword, but see one battle too many. No blacksmith to mend my wounds, I hope I don't have any. This city's overfilled with people who feel just like me. And if you want to know the truth, I bet there's a better place to be. This is my chorus. This is my chorus. If you want to know the truth, I bet there's a better place. I met people with more drama than General Hospital. Always getting sucked into the problems is just unprofitable. I try to be there, I care about the heartbreak, wear and tear, but expecting me to be your boyfriend is just unfair. And I can't be the dad you never had. I know it's unfortunate that your childhood was bad, and you want someone to be there in the end, at least pretend. But before you break my heart, why don't you try being my friend? I hope you have it in you to pull through and piece yourself together with that spiritual glue. Before you say I do, it's like we all take ourselves way too serious, fragile, mentally and agile, cause pain puts fear in us. My chorus rings through my psyche while I travel the planet, looking for the few that are exactly like me. Exactly like me.